What is going on, guys? This is SJ Sports. Welcome back to episode number 4 of Football Manager 2013. As you see on screen, I've highlighted the results and fixtures that I've played. We drew against the Derby County side 2-2. We drew 0-0 with Blackpool, and also we lost our first game away to Charlton. Yes, I wasn't happy about that result. We didn't play particularly well. Just to give you an update as well, Ross McCormack is out injured, which is it's difficult. It is a bit of a shame. The Derby game and the Blackpool games were the Derby game was quite entertaining. We went 1-0 up, then went 2-1 down, and we pulled it back to 2-2. The Blackpool game, nothing much really in that game. I think there was a highlight in the 88th minute where Luke Varney had a chance who was saved by Jilks. It was an outstanding save from the goalkeeper as well. Nothing much to show you in that game, and we lost obviously to Charlton. We went 1-0 up, then it went 1-1, then went 3-1 down, and we got 3-2. Jay Simpson got on the score sheet as well, which was fantastic again. He hasn't scored since he got his opening debut hat-trick against Watford, so he's finally got back on the score sheet. And Noel Hunt and Varney have scored for me as well. There is a way of showing you the goal scorers. I'll have to look at that when I'm not recording. So it's not been a bad season. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games unbeaten. We lost the 7th game. Show you where we are in the league table as it stands. When it decides, it's going to load. I am rendering a video out at the minute, so this is probably why it's ticking so long. We'll just make it onto the full screen league table. We are currently sat on in 8th position, but obviously Wigan below us, they're doing quite poorly, who are in 9th. They've got a game in hand on us. We're sat with a comfortable 10 points. We're looking like a mid-table side. There's the 7 games that we've played so far. You know, we've won 2, we've drawn 4, and we've lost 1. We've scored 12 and conceded 10, which isn't terrific. I'm not happy about the goals against. You know, we're into the double figures, and you know, if you look, I think it's Middlesbrough, so in the top 10, we're the only team that have let in double figures. Huddersfield are flying high in 3rd, Leicester are 1st, but all that can change. That will definitely all change. As you see, Charlton are 16th. That's obviously 3 points moved them up when they beat us. So there was in the relegation zone when they played them, or in and around it, which was a little bit disappointing, I have to say. Just look at me starting the lineup, show you that what I've been using when it decides to load. Come on, thank you. That's the starting lineup. Oh yes, good job I mentioned this. Sign this guy on a free transfer. He's a Brazilian. Andre Mortres, is it? Mortres? I think it is. I just brought him in purely because, just excuse that, that's an email on my phone, I'll just turn it on silent. I brought him in purely because it was free, and I sent my scout out to him, and it's just, you know, I looked at him and I just thought, you know what, he could become a handy player. And some of the stats, he's got great stats, you know, great first touch, great penalty taking, his technique and flair, which we do lack. So he obviously gives us that. I am playing him on the left, but good thing about him here, you can see his positions. He can play anywhere in midfield, which is superb. So he's going to become a utility player for us, which does help us out an awful lot. Why have I done that? I don't know why. Give you some of the match ratings as well. As you see, he's only on a 6.5. When he made his debut against Blackpool, he had to come off injured. It lasted 10 minutes. Luckily, it was just a slight knock that I didn't want to risk him. We've got Austin that I've been playing. He's on a 6.7, but Paul Green's been doing a fantastic job there as well, but he's on a 6.8. Murphy 7.0. Mark Albrighton has been a good signing, and look at that. I don't understand that. My 2 centre backs are well over the 7 rated, but obviously it's down the flanks we are lacking. Obviously, I've rested Tom Lees a couple of games. In fact, I'll change that for Tom Lees now just to give him a rest. We also have AD White injured. He is out for, come on, thank you, 2 to 3 weeks, which is a little bit disappointing because AD White is in my plans. McCormack should be coming back to full fitness within probably a week or so. Yes, in about a week he'll be back to full training, not full fitness. So it's looking good at the minute. And Will in the I will leave. I'll go ahead and I'll do it month by month. So I'll put you 2 months in there, and I'll show you the most important games, the fixtures then that I'll play, and then also before this video ends, I will play the whole. Oh, there's quite a few games there. There is a lot of games in November, so I will play. Well, won't play because I've waffled on way too long. I'll play up to the Nottingham Forest. After Nottingham Forest game, I'll come back to you, let you know how I've done. And things like that. Football Manager not responding then. But so we'll play Bolton, Barnsley, Burnley, and Forest. We will all play them in the next set of fixtures. There we go. If I like them all, that's the next 4 that I'll be showing you by the end of this video. I'm happy to show you the games, but I might show you some of the goals in the games as well, because it does get a little bit boring watching it. But when it gets to the exciting part of the season, when we're down here somewhere, I will be showing you more games, obviously, and the transfers that I bring in January if we get a decent amount, because at the minute my budget isn't terrific. So I will go now and play these 4 games, and I'll be back with you guys very shortly. Right guys, we're back. I've played the 4 games and it's not looking too healthy. We've managed to win 1 out of the 4, drawn 2 and lost 1. We beat Bolton 1-0. Sean Barker picking up his first goal for the club in 90+1, which was terrific, which I really did enjoy that. And then we went on to play Barnsley and it was 1-1, and they went and did exactly the same as what we did to Bolton, scored in the 92nd minute, I think it was. And obviously we got beat 2-1, which I was fuming about. Then Burnley, McCormack got his first goal back from injury, and then he goes and gets injured later on in the game again. Maybe I rushed him too bad, but my squad is running so thin, it is unbelievable. And then Jay Simpson has popped up with a goal against Nottingham Forest. We drew 1-1 there as well. As you probably seen, we'll look at the championship table now, and we are in 12th position, which doesn't look good really. Well, it does, I suppose. We're only 2 points out of the playoffs, but it could have been a lot better if these last 2 draws. We could have had an extra 4 points, which would have left us with 19, which would have put us in 4th, but there's no point dwelling on that, is there really? I'll just give you an update of what injuries are what. Stephen Warnock is also injured. He is out for 6 to 7 months. I just can't believe the injuries we've got, and obviously McCormack got injured there. He's only out for 2 to 4 days. He missed the game that we played against Forest. It's just, I'm struggling because my squad is looking thin. If I go to my tactics, I'm having to juggle it about all the time. I have to bring in Jury from the reserves. Sean Barker's having a rest as well there. That's mainly that's what I played against Forest. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just struggling with injuries. I can't get a set 11 that knows how to play the front 2. They're looking tired all the time. They're getting exhausted during games. But there's nothing really else I can do. I'm pushing Varney up front. I'm juggling it about, putting Albrighton on the left and Juve on the right. Sometimes I'm even playing Peltier in centre midfield just to give an extra fresh legs. Also, we've got Paul Green and David Norris, but Peltier does a good job in centre midfield on this game for some reason. I don't know, because there's so much BS in this game at times. Maybe not as worse as FIFA. And as you see there, Tom Lee's right back, 69%. We might have to go out from our reserves and see if we've got a right back in the reserves just to freshen things up a little bit. So that's it. We are sat 12th and end of this episode. We are 11 games in. It's okay, I suppose. We've lost 2. We've drawn 6, which is, it's okay. We know we're not losing a massive amount of games, which is good, but we're drawing too many for my liking. Now we need to turn draws into wins and push on up the table to try and get that playoff place. I'd like to go up automatically. I doubt I can do that this season. Possibly aim for the playoffs will be a reasonable place, I'd say. That's basically it. Birmingham have had a takeover done. I've sent Matt Smith out on loan. That is it. I'll just double check with me. I've lost where it is now. But anyway, yeah, you guys will understand. That is it. I'm 100% sure. I've totally lost where I'm at now. What I'm supposed to be doing, and that. I know, I'm just annoyed. But never mind. We are sat 12th in the league. Ross Turnbull is still keeping his place. That Christopher Berra, this guy here, he I haven't been playing him much, but he says, he feels he's good enough to be in the squad. I'll go and play him against Forest, and he goes and gets me a rating of 5.5, which he will be dropped for the next game. I will be dropping him. So that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're just going to try and fly through some of these games. My next up-and-coming fixtures will be that I'll play you. We'll play Leicester, Yeovil, QPR, Brighton. We might even push on to Ipswich and Middlesbrough. It all depends on how. Maybe 4 or 5 games I'll play each clip to show you guys, just to keep you guys as updated as much as possible. I will show you some games as well over the Christmas period, which will be coming up quite soon. We're thick and fast approaching January, which you can't come quick enough for me. We are getting through a lot of games. There's a lot of games. Look at all these here. These are all the games that are up until January, and we're in October. So these are quite a lot of games there. So, fitness is going to be a problem, especially with the injuries that I'm getting. I can't seem to get a consistent 11, but never mind, we will deal with that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then smash that like button. Oh, excuse me, I know you will. And I've been SJH Sports, and I shall see you all later on, guys. Goodbye.